So we're here in the Game Salute booth, and we're talking to Justin Moore, friend and now game designer. You've probably heard about this game on our show just a few episodes past, Top Promoter, and we're going to hear all about it here. We're going to get to see it and hear all about all the rules. So Justin, I'm going to let you take it away and explain your new game.
Okay, great. Thanks, Dave. So Top Promoter is a game that's about taking your fighters that you have in your hand and creating good situations to earn a lot of money with them.
Cool.
So the way it works is there's going to be these location cards that'll be arranged on the table depending on the number of players in the game.
Okay.
And each person's going to take a deck of cards in there in whatever color that they prefer. And this deck is made up of fighter cards that have this little fighter symbol or logo on them,
Sweet.
and then action cards that have a couple different types of effects. So on your turn, you're going to select a fighter card from your hand, play it face down. Everyone picks one, flip them over.
Sweet.
And there's a popularity rating on the card. And you play, the most popular fighter gets to place first.
Sweet.
Into these locations.
Yep.
And so you always start next to the location, and that fight's going to be the main event. It's going to be worth the most money.
Okay, cool.
So this is worth $3 million, and there's 2 more fights that will be supported, and they're worth $2 and $1 million.
Perfect.
So we'll keep going like that, picking cards and flipping them over, and we fill up these tableaus.
Okay.
So a tableau is going to be full when you have 3 fights in one location. So something like this. And I'll take some other example cards over here.
Perfect.
And we will find a flyweight and a heavyweight. You do have to match up weight classes.
That makes sense.
There is a 2-player variant where you don't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
So once we're filled up like this, we're going to roll dice to determine the winner.
Perfect.
So you're going to roll for blue,
Sweet.
and I'm going to roll for yellow.
And we start with any particular fight first?
We're going to start down here at the lower card and work our way up to the main
Okay.
event.
Perfect.
And so we look at this card, and I've got 3 dice, and you've got 1.
Hey, that's
And
unfair.
I'm in my hometown, Kinshasa, so I'm going to roll an extra die. So I'm going to roll 4 to 1, and I'm still going to lose the way I've been rolling today.
Okay.
Well, I got 2 6s. That was a really bad roll. All right.
Never fails.
So I get $1 million for this fight.
Okay.
We go on to the next one.
Sweet.
In this case, we're both rolling 4
Both
dice.
nice.
So even fight for $2 million. Roll them up. You got the 6, so you get $2 million.
I got the $2 million.
All right, so now we go to the main event. We do the same thing. Now you're rolling 2 dice because you're in your hometown, and I'm only rolling 1. So now you have the advantage, and you get that $3 million. So you got $5 million, I got $1 million. You're the big winner in that location.
Sweet.
So we discard all these cards.
Okay.
We throw that away, and we put a new location out. This deck will be flipped over.
Gotcha.
And then we just keep going like that. And the game length is dictated by a certain number of locations.
Gotcha.
So in a 2-player game, it's 6, and it's 6 in a 3-player game, 9 or 12 for a 5-player game.
Okay. Sweet.
And 5-player game takes about 45 minutes.
Okay.
4-player game is about 30 minutes.
Okay. Now the real fun of this game is that pretty much everybody has a fairly equitable deck of cards, just like everybody
Correct.
else, and you're only going to go through that deck one time.
Right.
And so it's
everything's single use.
Exactly. So you draw your cards. Once you use something, you know it's going to be gone. So if you're waiting for New York City to come up and you're loaded up with New York City, you're going to be kind of bumming. But that's kind of the fun, is pitting your deck against everybody else's, knowing that theirs is pretty much identical to yours.
So the one thing we haven't talked about is there's an underdog scoring system.
Nice.
So in this case, let's go back to our original example over here, where you're rolling 1 dice and I'm rolling 3 dice.
Right.
So I'm going to take these 3 dice and I'm just going to pretend like I rolled this.
Okay.
And you pretend like you rolled a 6. Okay. I know that wouldn't really happen in real life.
Ever.
So you win the fight, and you're an underdog because you're rolling fewer dice on the card.
Okay.
If you're a 2-die underdog, like in this case, you're going to triple your winnings.
Oh, wow.
A 1-die underdog doubles your winnings.
Sweet.
The nice thing about this is the only thing that matters is what's on the card.
Okay.
So if you are rolling 1 die there, and you played superior training, which lets you add a die to your roll, and you also happen to be in Atlantic City, which is your hometown, now you're rolling 3 dice, I'm rolling 3 dice, but you're still going to triple your score if you win the fight.
Cool.
So that's where the sort of strategy comes in, and find the creative ways to, put your fighters in there and, find the place to get the big bucks,
You can orchestrate some really cool combos with the special cards. That's really
absolutely
neat. Cool. So when should we expect to see this guy available? Hopefully.
Hopefully next year around this time.
Next year around this time.
We are hoping that it will maybe show up on Kickstarter again through the Game Salute Springboard program.
Okay.
Maybe this fall.
Perfect.
Maybe early winter. We're not really sure yet. We're going to ramp up the development cycle, maybe do some new art, some new game components.
Nice.
We've talked about doing a location board that'll
fun.
show like some more information about the game as you're going through. And then that would give you, a little bit easier to play when you're setting up the game and everything. It helped make a lot of more sense.
Okay,
and
sweet.
So, yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Justin. We wish you the best
Thanks,
of
Dave.
luck. Hopefully next year we're seeing this puppy on our table.
Hopefully.
Thanks.